Hello all and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the Garmoth heart and everything you're going to need to know about the Garmoth heart, including what it does and how you can get it. So first off, the Garmoth heart's attributes are kind of simple. Once you go to your crystal slots, you can see that there will be 4 slots on the outside of your crystals that are locked. The bottom 2 can be unlocked through the Land of the Morning Light quest. The top left one can be unlocked through a Karanda heart, which is decently cheap on the market. You can just buy it. And the top right one can be unlocked through a Garmoth heart. If you have a Garmoth heart, it unlocks both of them, but in general the main purpose for it is to unlock the top right one. Extra crystal slots are excessively useful, but for the price it can be a bit excessive, especially for newer players or even mid-tier players who can definitely spend that 20 billion coins that the Garmoth heart is on something more viable like a weapon, armor, even accessories. And because it costs so much, you're going to need to know the other ways you can acquire a Garmoth's heart. The first method, of course, would be killing Garmoth. 3 times a week, you can kill Garmoth and get his rewards. First, you're going to need to talk to the NPC nearest to Garmoth. He will have a quest for you, which you'll need to accept from him. Once you accept that quest, you kill Garmoth and get the reward for Garmoth. Then you can turn in that reward to the NPC and get a Garmoth bundle. You can open this up, and there will be a 0.6% chance that you will acquire a Garmoth heart. It is excessively low, and considering you can only do it 3 times a week, you will likely not get a Garmoth heart for several years. Now, Garmoth does spawn regularly every single day at noon PST, or EST would be about 3 p.m. This will just relate to your time zone. It's also going to be at 9:15. Although you can kill more than 3 Garmoths a week, you can only get rewards for 3 of them. So I would recommend that even if you do have the capability to kill more, it's not really going to be worth it since you won't get anything out of it. Now, the second way to get a Garmoth heart is obviously just buy it off the market. Now, it is doable and you can indeed spend 20 billion on a Garmoth heart, but the 20 billion is definitely going to be expensive. So if you are to the point where you still need this Garmoth heart and you're at 700 to even higher gear score, then sure, 20 billion can be worth it to you. But you still want to weigh your options. The third method of getting Garmoth heart would be a newly added function, where there is now a pity system for Garmoth. When you kill a Garmoth, there's a 25% chance you will get a crystal from that Garmoth. This crystal can be traded in for a Garmoth heart, although you will need 10 of these crystals to trade them in. Meaning on average, you're going to need to kill about 40 Garmoths, and it will take you a little over 13 weeks. So even if you don't want to constantly do Garmoth after Garmoth for only a 0.6% drop rate, there's still now another option where you have a chance of getting a Garmoth heart based off of a pity system that they added to Garmoth. Now, because it's also not guaranteed, I don't believe it's a good pity system, but it's still better than hoping for 0.6% drop rate. Now, the fourth way of getting a Garmoth heart. Occasionally, the game will hand out different bundles, and there is a small chance of getting either a Vel heart or a Garmoth heart out of any of these bundles. They always have different names, so there's not really any specific one I can reference. And they also have an extremely low drop rate, while also not giving you many of these bundles, so it's impractical to high hell to even hope for a Garmoth heart out of these bundles, but there are certainly people that do get stuff like Garmoth heart or Vel's heart out of them. So it's a method, it's not one I would aim for, to any extent. Now finally, the fifth method, the most important one in my opinion, is the guaranteed version of the Garmoth heart. There's a lot that goes into this, so I'm going to make a different video specifically about how to do this, because there's 15 different steps that you will need to take to get this guaranteed Garmoth heart, but it is guaranteed, and it can cost you a decent amount of money, but it's not 20 billion. When I said there are 15 steps to getting this guaranteed Garmoth heart, I was not kidding, as there is a quest that allows you to do it, but there is 15 parts to this quest. You will accept it from the NPC Black Eye Root, and it is called Orzeka's Records Time of Dragons. I'm not going to go into the specifics in this video because it will take a very long time, and I am about 2 weeks into the process, and I still have about a month and a half left to go, because you will need to kill Nowhere many times. So close to 100 times. Not that many anymore. It's more like 50. It used to be close to about 200 times. Luckily, they've changed the amount of intact scales that Nowhere drops. But those are the 5 methods to getting a Garmoth heart. Once you do get a Garmoth heart, it is very similar to a Karanas heart, where you just take your awakening weapon, you take the heart. Once you have the heart in your inventory, you can just right click the heart. I don't have one, so I cannot really show you it. It will open a bar that the black spirit will go to, and you can just combine the heart and the awakening weapon, and it will give you the different rewards. Now the thing is, you are eventually going to want 2 Garmoth hearts, surprisingly enough. The reason I say this is because you can put a Garmoth heart in your awakening weapon to unlock those crystal slots, but you can also put a Garmoth heart in your sub weapon to give you different stats: extra HP, extra evasion, and extra DP. Now, putting the Garmoth heart in your awakening weapon, it will also give you crit hit damage bonus, so that's also a big upside. Anyway, that will be all for this video. It's just going to be a quick little one on an introduction to what a Garmoth heart is. I will produce another video sometime soon about the guaranteed method of getting a Garmoth heart, but please leave a like, subscribe, do anything you're going to do, comment, check out my Twitch, check out my Discord, and I will see y'all later. Goodbye, everyone.